Today, I'm going to be unboxing a couple of things from PowerA. Let's just jump right into it. There's no reason for pleasantries. I'm just going to cut through the mustard and the tape. Alright, sorry it's so close to the camera. The camera's being weird, so I just brought it closer. So, that was from PowerA. That's just the USB that has the pictures and other press kit information that I need. So we got two objects here. Just bring them in at the same time, flip them again. So we have, this one you recognize probably a little bit, so we'll start with this one. We have a Legend of Zelda official Nintendo licensed controller from PowerA. This is very similar to the one that I already reviewed for the Xbox One, where it has two buttons on the back that are programmable. For some reason it's a green color, but the black print is of Link. God, you can't really even tell. There'll be pictures, of course, in my review, and I'll have the link for the review in the description once it goes live. So let's just go through the whole thing here. It mentions the two advanced gaming buttons. That's for you to program. It also mentions that there's wireless plus motion, so I guess that means it's not a corded controller, and maybe you have the motion controls in there like you do. That's that. Nothing fancy on the side, of course. Just a further picture of that one comes out a lot clearer. You can actually see what's going on there, how Link is on his horse, Epona. Plus, of course, it's the current Legend of Zelda that you're playing and where you can name the horses and whatnot. So on the back side, you have the enhanced wireless controller naturally. This is Bluetooth wireless plus motion controls. Play freely without being tethered to the console. Motion controls enable more intuitive gaming, asterisk. What does that mean? Where is it at? Oh, it does not support HD Rumble, IR, or an Amiibo NFC. And then it includes two AA batteries. Hip hop, hooray. On-the-fly button mapping, quickly map buttons. God, I'm not doing too great today. Quickly map actions for two advanced gaming buttons on back to gain a competitive advantage. Oh, that's cool. So you have the button there in the middle to hold it down, and then it'll let you assign either of those buttons. And it could be any of these that you assign. That's the way the Xbox One controller works. I just didn't remember that there's a button on the back for the programming, because it has been a while since I gave that one away in my giveaway. And by the way, it's worth mentioning, hey guys, I have giveaways if you follow me on Twitter, so you should definitely do that. It kind of compares the PowerA wired controller they have to this enhanced wired controller, so it's ergonomic, the wired one, and sure it has a wired USB cable, but this one is ergonomic, and it has motion controls, and it has mappable buttons, and it has Bluetooth 4.1, which works great with the Switch. So we're going to go ahead and open this. Cool. Isn't it funny that you can just have one sticker, one little tiny plastic sticker tape thing, and it's so hard to get that tab out if you do. And these guys aren't that big of a deal. They can just get cut through, but man, when you tape over the tab, it's like you got to cut down the sides and across the top and then pull the tab back. Anyway, let's just go through what we see when we open it. We have the user manual. Breaks down everything. Kind of like the Xbox One controller. The Xbox One controller was almost one for one the same as their version was almost the same as the official Xbox One branded controller. This is sort of the same thing. It kind of looks like it follows the same, I don't have mine handy, the same body and shape as the official Pro controller from Nintendo, so kudos to PowerA on the body of it. Anyway, you guys know you can read the manual. It talks about the different stuff. It actually has minus and plus and the capture button and the home button. I know sometimes third-party controllers, just like you have to hit a combination to make a capture button to assign another button to be the capture button. It's weird stuff. All right. Right off the bat, I'm not a huge fan of the color scheme, but that, you know, that's just me. But it does feel great. You could tell that the trigger buttons are definitely different on the back. They're more pointed. But it feels nice. I have no complaints about the feel. The D-pad is taller. You can even tell it's taller than the official Nintendo D-pad. Again, not necessarily a bad thing. I'll just have to, you know, play with it, see how it feels, to review it. And there's those programmable buttons on the back. Fun stuff. So yeah, I'll have the review for this down in the description once it goes live. You'll see this video before the actual description shows up. Ooh, interesting. System update required. Before using, verified Nintendo Switch system update is version 6.0.0 or later. So there you go. You can't be on an older firmware and use this. I'm guessing because Bluetooth 4.1. Now on to the second guy. I messaged him. Obviously, I've done some reviews for the PowerA before, and I said, hey guys, you know, Brawl. Wow, I was thinking of an older Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers Ultimate is out this month. Oh, there it is, right there. And everybody knows that. If you don't know it, then you're not playing it. But if you know it, you're probably playing it anyway. And I wrote to them, and I was like, hey, the game's out this month. Would you like me to help test out, promote, review your Switch GameCube controller? And, you know, I didn't think it'd even look this good when I got it. They're like, yeah, great, sure. We'll send it over. I was like, fantastic. And I get it here, and it is, aside from the Z button, how there's an extra one, it looks one for one the same. So, long stories aside, let's just go across the whole thing. Compatible with the Smash Brothers Ultimate, of course, but you can tell it probably works with other things as well. So, like me, for instance, I played Double Dash on the GameCube more than I ever played Smash, and this for Mario Kart 8 will have me right at home. So yeah, it's wireless naturally, so you don't have to be corded to the Switch. It has the motion built into it as well. And yeah, she's a beaut, isn't she? Silver. That's another zoomed in picture there. Whoop. So, GameCube controllers are widely known as the best way to play Smash Brothers Ultimate, pull off precise attacks and octagonal gated attacks with larger A button and nostalgic feel of this officially licensed wireless controller. Bluetooth wireless freedom includes motion controls, larger D-pad. Oh, it is larger, huh? And added left shoulder button, compatible with all Nintendo Switch games. And the LED light flashes when there's a low battery, according to this, and it has the batteries that comes with it. The asterisk, again, meaning does not support HD Rumble, IR, or NFC for Amiibo. But it does have Bluetooth. It doesn't specify 4.1 on this one like it did the other one. But we'll find out when we get the battery back open on this GameCube controller, if it does say the same thing about needing at least 6.0. And that was just an educated guess. I could be wrong about that. If anybody actually knows the reason why it would matter for 6.0, did they add like third-party controller support for wireless stuff? Let me know. Of course, batteries. Ooh, this is fun. I guess you pull that way, and you pull that way, and you pull this out. Yay. Cool. We'll set that aside for a moment. So, yet another user manual. Again, I'm not going to read it to you, but just to make certain that everything looks solid. It has the LED indicator light and a sync button on the top. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Groovy, groovy, groovy. It even has instructions on how to install the batteries, if anybody was really, truly wondering that. Somebody out there must be like, how do I do it? Alright, the moment of truth. Ooh la la. If they just made some like amalgamation or combination, I should say, of these two controllers where it had two extra programmable buttons on the back, and they were just like, maybe even on the back of that thing. Well, my fingers can reach, but not everybody's can. Or just on the inside of these, since they're flat, that would just be like perfect combination. So yeah, you can hear that. The D-pad is indeed larger. It kind of has like a matte rubber finish to it, as opposed to just being flat plastic. This feels the way you would remember. I do like, not only do they have an extra Z button on both sides, or left and right respectively on this one, they're taller too, so that's nice. And that's still there. God, that's beautiful. again, kudos to them for the body. So yeah, that's everything we're going to talk about here for this unboxing. Again, I'm going to put the reviews of each of these down in the description. I don't know if it'll be one set review or if it'll be 2 separate reviews, because I feel like there's a lot to discuss between this one and all of how it feels and plays compared to, you know, GameCube controllers actually do. And then the PowerA, what was it actually titled again? Enhanced wireless controller. That might also be worthy of its own review, but it just depends. You'll find out in the future. Otherwise, have a good day.